Okay, I've made my new electrolytic capacitors. Obviously we're replacing the can that's got 4 of them in it. I've mounted them on a plug strip here and re-riveted it to the chassis. And then I left this connected. What I'll do is I'll go one by one and reconnect these wires so I make sure I get them connected back in the right place. Okay, applying the decals, Brad first puts the micro set in. Then he soaks the decals for 5 seconds. And he slides the decal off into the micro set and positions the decal. We found that you don't want to use anything stiff or it'll ruin the decals. Now once it gets it positioned, then we'll just drop some of the microsol on it to melt the decal. Okay, now he's just going to drop the microsol on it, and then we'll have to let it work overnight. Right, here's our knob molding process. Basically, take an original knob here. Got a little tape on there to identify which is which. Anyway, we take an original knob here and we cast a mold out of this this material here. Now we've experimented quite a bit with this process and everything. What we ended up doing is went out and got some brass rod like this. Once we make the mold of the original knob, we use this to poke holes in it. Some of them are for vent holes, and some of them, and one of them is used to fill it. So once we do that, we mix up our material and we suck it up into a syringe like this, stick it in one of these holes and put it in there until it starts coming out the vent holes. This product actually dries to the touch in about 20 minutes and it cures in about 24 to 48 hours. Now it's not quite as, and this is what we end up getting when we're done. I have to take the X-Acto knife and cut those off, cut a little bit of the flashing, or a little bit of this stuff off of it, and then I drill a hole The only thing that we found on the whole, this product is slightly softer than the original product. So instead of using a 632 set screw, I've had to go to an 832, and it's a 1/4 inch long, and then that seems to not strip out. But anyway, they make pretty good reproductions. We're still working with it a little bit. If you look in there, there's some slight bubbles in there. We're trying to figure out how to get those out, but for front glance and everything, you cannot tell the difference between the originals. So that's what we're going to be using on this one. Well, here's our final shot of the restored Hallicrafters S-38B. We've got all the decals on it. You can hear it's working. It's all assembled, and it works pretty well. The BFO does work. I've shown you that in previous ones.
Another hearing today in federal Judge Richard Berman's court in New York over the lower inflation.
Or try to give you a
CBS radio reporter
shot of the back here. Just a minute.
Both sides are being make a ruling.
There's a shot of the back after we put it back on.
Season is expected to begin on September 10th.
On Wall Street, the Dow has fallen 100.
Everything looks really good on it, so we're going to present it to the user tonight. So thanks for following along. I'll give you a real, before I forget, I'll go ahead and give you a view of the bottom. There's with the bottom on it, and the new feet. Thanks for following along, and I hope you follow some of our other projects. So, signing off for KB0ASQ, till next time.